art garden. So why do they call it Iranian art garden? Because here in this place you can see models of Iranian architecture, you know, masterpieces of Iranian architecture. Okay, so that's why it's called Iranian art garden. And besides the architecture, you can find some artworks like this, which is from different artists from the around the world, from the UK, from Netherlands, from Iraq, Iran, and different places. Here in this place, you can see a sample of Iranian street vendors here. What I mean, after being 12 o'clock, and you can see street vendors like all over here. It becomes way too crowded to pass through bazaar. And this restaurant you can see is a food restaurant, one of the restaurants in this area which sells like Iranian food. Like, you can find everything in there. And here, this place is called Ferdows Garden. And Ferdows was a name of Qanat. Actually, they got the name from the name of that. And at the beginning, this garden, I mean, look at it. It was much bigger than this. Okay, and the kings were just buying this garden, and they inherited their sons inherited the garden from them, but they couldn't actually manage it pretty well. They throw parties in there and they do lots of things. Okay, so after a while they had to sell it to another one, again another one. Okay, but the first owner of the garden was the name of first owner of the garden was Nizamuddoleh, who planted trees, who built a house in there. But the trees you can see are not from that era, because the kings later uprooted the trees and they even ruined the house. Music, Iranian music. He used to collect like every disc that was released in bazaar. He bought it and then he collected it and then he gave it to the museum. That's why they have this rich archive of music. Yeah. So I highly recommend you visit this place if you're interested in looking at different musical instruments, playing music, and have fun. It's like traditional old bazaar of Tajrish. Yes. I mean, look at it. It's similar to Grand Bazaar in downtown. Yes. And it's a pretty old bazaar, but this sign that you can see is like for dates back to 70 years ago. But it's older than that. At the beginning there were some small shops here. People came here to live, and because they used to live in big gardens, they planted some crops, and after a while they said, okay, we can sell our crops to people who wants to visit here. So they started building small stores, selling their crops, and after a while they built a roof on top of their head. Why? Because they wanted to protect the goods and stuff, okay? So then, this roofed bazaar was built later after that. And the architecture, you can see some arches, you can see the bricks, like, on the top of the all resembles the Iranian old architecture, okay, that they used to use bricks a lot. And as you can see on top of the, shops, you can see family name. Do you see, for example, Jebeli store? Was their family at the store, okay? And it's about, do you remember how long is it? After a while, Farah Pahlavi bought this garden. She renovated the building, she renovated the garden, and she gave the building to the TV and radio organization. After I'll show you later, on the left there are some shops, okay? You can buy books, souvenirs, and you can see like everything, handicraft items, and a lot of cool traditional Iranian stuff. In 2003, they opened this place to public. And what can you find here? You can find models and maquettes of architectural buildings from old times. These maquettes you see were ordered to build to celebrate the 2,500 Iranian kingdom. You know, before revolution of Iran, they ordered it to Italian artists. So Italian artists built those maquettes. And after the revolution, they took out the models and they showed it on display for public.